we played well enough to win the game. And what I told the guys is, you can look at players always look at the game in terms of offense. They look at Dylan's missed three, or they look at Isaiah's missed free throws. I said, that's part of the game. But offensive fouls, pushing off with your arm with the game on the line, giving up a three defensively with the game on the line, not running the correct press offense is what really loses the game. We played good enough to win, but we're about 30 days to 40 days behind every team execution-wise. We just don't execute. We're getting better, but we just don't execute. There's a couple of times where our big should have grabbed the rebound. We're up in the game and we let them grab the rebound. And it comes down to things like that. That's why you win. That's why you lose.
Josh, questions?
Rick, similar to Saturday where you guys just didn't start off very well, played better in the second half, but obviously you put yourselves in an early hole. Where do you see those, the last two games in the first half where it just seemed like you guys weren't playing your best early on?
Well, in this game, we took bad shots. It was evident that we didn't let the offense come to us with good ball movement, good player movement. We were breaking the offense and jacking up and hunting shots, and that gets you down in a game. That's like, if you make those shots, that's like fool's gold. If you're taking bad shots and they go in, it's going to catch up with you. So that's the primary reason. But the second half, we played good enough to win. We're just not the defensive team, especially from the seniors. The seniors have to play better defense, and they can't make mental mistakes. They've been around the game long enough.
It seems like, a foul trouble in a lot of these games you lose end up being a big issue. Is that what you're talking about? Fouling too much or too easily, or
yeah,
they're not doing defensively?
What we're trying to do right now, my coaches keep saying, let's play some zone. It'll help us. I said, no, we got to build a defense. I said, we can't bail out because of weakness and play zone. Before you ever play zone, you got to get better at your man-to-man defense. And right now, with the game on the line, we didn't play great three-point defense. We missed a crucial block out down the stretch where we should have come up with the ball. So we're going to keep working at it. Like I said, we've missed a total of about 45 practices. Asante's missed a total of 75 practices. Dylan's missed a lot of practices. So our seniors have missed so much time. And down the stretch, these offensive fouls with the arm, there's no rhyme or reason to do something like that. Cut, stop. It's almost like, it reminds me of AAU basketball, where guys run after the ball, give it to me back, instead of moving without the basketball. And that's probably the biggest thing I've got to teach Isaiah as well as Asante, to move without the basketball, because everybody's trying to stop them with the ball.
And then, Rick, one bright spot today, I know you've been giving Dwayne Caroma a little bit more of a look, putting him in the starting lineup. He seemed like he played pretty well for you guys for a while. His best game since he's come to your team. Yes.
The reason I do that is so when we play the other unit, Dylan, we have a little more experience with the other unit. I think he had a good game tonight. What we tried to get him to do is drive to the basket more and create for his teammates with either a pass or a score. Stop pulling up and shooting a three when that's not your game.
Josh, you good? Ken?
Hey, Coach. In the second half, you had an 11-0 run midway through, but then Quinnipiac got 9 in a row in the last 4 minutes of the game. What was the dynamic at work on those two, where it was going well and then where you kind of lost control?
One play was one of our freshmen switched, and he shouldn't have switched. He gave up a three. A point guard got beat for a three-point play going to the basket. No rhyme or reason for that. And Nelly got beat off the dribble as well. All defensive mistakes that good defensive teams don't make. And that's what I told our guys. I said, unfortunately, guys, you look at the game in terms of offense, in terms of missed shots, missed free throws. I look at the game in terms of defense. Defense is what you can control, doing the right things. Offensively, you're going to miss shots, miss free throws. And like I told them on Isaiah's missed free throw, not one guy went to offensive rebound to miss free throw. Now, probably they thought he's such a great foul shooter, he's going to make it. But with the game on the line, you can't assume anything.
And Coach, you had Barrick Jean-Louis just in 23 minutes. He was 3 of 3, made 8 points. Was there just not a place for him in the rotation?
He was in foul trouble the whole game.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Coach.
I had to take him out in the first half because he was in foul trouble. And then I didn't want to gamble. I really, he's the only guy I really don't have a backup to on the team.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jaden?
Rick, to follow up on Barrick, he was limited tonight, but his efficiency on top of what he does for you athletically and defensively, what can you say about his being able to take smart shots for this group and really evolve and flourish in this system?
What I'm really proud of, I'll play a development. Here's a guy who's a non-shooter coming in, very known as a good athlete. And now because of the amount, and I really mean this, guys, we put him through 800 different three-point shots a week, 800. And now he's very confident. Repetition makes you confident. And he's become a much better basketball player, as well as Ryan Myers, as well as some of our other guys. So we have a young man who has 3 years with us now, who's only going to get better and better and better. Nelly and Osborne only going to get better, better and better. So we just have to play better defense down the stretch if we want to win these games. Now, I understand we're 30 days behind everybody else, but what I'm trying to do is go into March having a chance to win. That's the only thing I'm after right now. I'm not, usually I get ballistic about losing a game, but after missing 45 days, I'm not. All I'm trying to do is continue to teach, continue, plan for the future. Next year, we're not going to have a schedule like this next year. We're going to play in the Garden twice. We're going to play in a tournament with Alabama and Kansas. We're going to play in the Barclays Center. So we got to get ready. And the only way for us to get ready is to become a great man-to-man defensive team this year.
Had some better ball movement in the second half, 10 of your 11 assists or after halftime. What can you say about the ball being more fluid and not sticking as much?
We just had, you don't expect veteran players to hunt shots. Let the game come to you. And that's what I tried to explain to players. I said, on everybody's blackboard going into the game, we must stop. One of the teams we just played left their scouting report behind. All it said was, don't give Ross a shot from the three-point line. Smother Asante Gist. He's missed 60 days of practice. He's out of shape. And those two guys got to realize that if they move without the basketball early in the game, like MJ used to do every time we played him, then watch out in the third and fourth quarter. Then you're going to, if you throw it inside to Nelly and you move without the basketball, you're going to score in the second half. And that's just a matter of guys hunting shots early in the game. And what happens is the guys on the blackboard who are coming out, they're not even fatigued. They're in great shape. And right now they just know how to play you. So again, it's another lesson to be learned.
And he didn't play today, but Trey James, how far along is he as far as development, and when, if at all this season, can we expect to see him?
All we're trying to do with Trey is get him in shape. He came in maybe the worst shape I've ever seen an athlete in because of COVID. And all we're trying to do is get him. He's going to be a very good basketball player. We have a terrific recruiting class coming in, but I don't think you'll see him this year. I mean, if they're close games like this, I don't think if we ever get up in a basketball game, you could see him. But right now, I don't think we will.
Thanks, Rick.